Longhorn Weekly, and as always, we like to visit with another head coach of a varsity sport on Texas. Carol Capitani is the head women's swimming and diving coach, now in her fourth season at the university. Does it seem like your fourth season?
Sometimes it seems like a lot longer, but it's good.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, is that a good thing because how much you like Austin? Is that it?
Love Austin. Yeah, it's great.
You had a big weekend last weekend. You beat Florida and Indiana, two of the top of the line programs in women's swimming and diving. And this meet was a little bit unusual, wasn't it, in terms of some of the things you guys did?
It was. The first day we swam long course, like the Olympic distances, and the second day we swam short course. So it just started the season off just with Olympic trials in July. It started the season with a little more umph, a little more importance, and then the next day we swam like how we normally do. And
I started to ask you, is that something that you wanted to just kind of throw that kind of test at your swimmers, or let's go long course first day and see how they respond?
I think it keeps things in perspective because although the NC2A year, I mean, this is a really important year, but the Olympic year just adds a little bit more. I mean, it's pretty important, and then everybody gets a little bit more fired up. So
you had the traditional 25-yard distance, a separate meet on Saturday. You won all four contests to open at 4-0, so that has to make you happy knowing that no matter what we're talking about in terms of the duration, the length, you got outstanding performances.
It did. I think we swam pretty well across the board. You know, we had a couple people missing, and then we still ended up swimming. I mean, for our first meet, for it being long course, and then coming back the next day. The first day was about 4 hours, so I felt like I was coaching a football game or something. But to come back the next day, we swam at 10 in the morning, and they really stood up and performed. So I thought we were really proud of them.
Did you expect that? Did you expect them to be that dominant, that performed that well? First meet of the year.
Well, both teams, Indiana and Florida, are really well coached, and they're going to be. Both of them are probably going to be top 10 at the end of the year. But we do expect a lot out of our girls, and they rose, to the occasion, and I think that's kind of what we need to do all year. So
we're going to run down some of the key ones. I want to start, however, and by giving you a chance to talk a little bit about Matt Scoggin, because I know you feel like he's been such a great help to you and everything. He always has a strong and reliable group of divers that accumulate big points at both the Big 12 and the NCAA. So how much does it make your job more enjoyable and make it a little bit easier when you have a diving coach that does what he does?
No, Matt's one of the best, and I feel I have one of the best jobs in the country because we love our divers. We love our diving coach because they come through and we need them, and they're an integral part of our success at the end of the year, during the year, and in dual meets. So, I mean, it's nice to have great diving.
How important is it not only to have that kind of relationship with the diving coach, but also with Eddie Reese, because I know you guys really connect as well?
Well, I mean, Eddie's a big reason why I'm here. I mean, I think he helped get me here, but just having that relationship with the men and with Chris and Eddie on the men's side, and it's a really healthy relationship. We support each other. We talk about practices, and I mean, I value every day I'm on deck with him. So,
Carol Capitani is our guest here during this portion of Longhorn Weekly. When we come back, we're going to get Carol to brag on her swimmers a little bit and tell us a little more about them when Longhorn Weekly continues live from Pluckers here at the West Campus location right after this. It's another big moment in the Texas win over Oklahoma, the recovery of that fumbled kickoff. We welcome you back to Longhorn Weekly, and head coach Charlie Strong will be back with us in a few minutes, visiting with Carol Capitani, the head women's swimming and diving coach at UT, who just asked me if I enjoy this part of the job, and the answer is absolutely. Yeah, I enjoy the play-by-play, so I would put the question to you. Do you enjoy all of the other things that come with being a coach other than being right there poolside watching your swimmers work?
One of my favorite parts is practice, but I mean, this is fun. I mean, this is more fun than I thought it would be.
Let me ask you another one. Do you like recruiting? Because some coaches who are really good at it, they might say you have to kind of like it to really be good at it.
Correct. I mean, we're fortunate. I feel like every year recruiting's gotten better, and when you recruit good people recruit good people. So my job's gotten easier as we've gone along, and I can't talk about the recruits that have committed so far, but I mean, we had our best class last year, and it keeps getting better and better, and this class is our best class to date. So.
And if it's true,
so I like it.
Yeah, and if it's true that your best athletes help you recruit, then Madison Cox must be lights out for you because she's a junior All-American for you.
She's fantastic.
From Lubbock. Talk a little bit about her and what she does that's so special.
Madison she's so competitive, and she wants to win everything, and she's positive, and she just brings her A game almost every day to practice, and she brings her A game to the meets, and just every year she keeps setting her goals higher, and she'll do anything to get there. So it's great to have her leadership, but just to have her fire kind of every day.
It's interesting because she had a huge 2015 year, and yet she starts off by winning 4 or 5 races. She earned a second Big 12 Women's Swimmer of the Week honor. So, it almost looks like she's trying to top what she did a year ago.
She is, and she has some big goals for the year. Again, it's Olympic trial year, and she's ranked 9th in the world in the 200 IM. I mean, she's taken some big steps from when she started. So I just think she's keeping things in perspective, but she loves to race, and she has a lot of fun doing it. So.
Now, you have 16 returning swimmers and divers, including 6 All-Americans, from a team that swept through the Big 12 championships last year, placed 7th at the NCAAs. It marked the top team NCAA finish at Texas. So the obvious question is, how do you build on that and you go forward from there?
It's not easy to build on that, but the recruiting class we brought in, our freshmen, we have 7 Studley freshmen and a junior transfer, and all those added together, it just keeps getting stronger as we go along. So I mean, they started off the first meet kind of with a bang, and we kind of have our work cut out for us of where we want to go too. So
let me get you to talk about a couple of All-American juniors you have, and Bryn Wong is one of those.
Bryn Wong, right? And she's key for relays for us, and she's doing a great job this year already. And her leadership helps. The more people we have coming back that have been at NC2As, that have performed under the lights, like under that kind of pressure, it just helps teach the younger kids on the team what to do and what to expect.
She's a real mainstay for your butterfly.
She is.
Yeah, and sprint freestyle butterfly swimmer as well. And your other junior All-American is
Tasha, yep.
Tasha Carosas.
Yep, Tasha's grown up a lot. She's one of our team captains, and she's going to be stronger than ever. She has great attitude, great work ethic, and so we expect a lot out of her too.
Now, we always talk about the upperclassmen being leaders, and some are leaders by example, some are leaders a little bit by verbal and all that sort of stuff. Do you kind of get the best combination with those two and with Madison?
No, we do. I mean, I think everybody in our junior, we have one senior and the rest are juniors. So we've asked everybody to pick up and do their part, and we're trying to teach the entire team to be accountable and be leaders in themselves. So I think that's really helped. So
a couple of sophomores, and Rebecca Millard and Mimi Schneider as well.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, that class, I feel that we have equal strengths among all our classes, kind of like moving forward, and we've got some. I mean, we have a lot of growing to do. We're getting better every meet. Our sophomore class is running, and same with our freshmen. So.
And then you got this dynamic group of freshmen. How excited are you about what can you expect of freshmen?
You can expect the unexpected. I think some are performing better than they knew they could, and some are kind of like catching on, like, oh, this is real now. I mean, in the beginning it's kind of fun and it's all new and it's training, but we have some real bright spots and some people just wanting to perform and wanting to contribute. So.
All right, 2 weeks from tomorrow, you go up against Texas A&M.
We do.
How special will that be to have that opportunity?
Texas A&M, they're a great program, and Steve, their head coach, has been there doing an outstanding job. He's an Olympic coach, but when I first got here, I sort of snuck him on the schedule. I didn't know we weren't supposed to race him really, but it was allowed, and it's just a great rivalry, and I think we're getting closer every year to beating them. They were 4th last year, and I think we're just going to keep chipping away till we pass them. So.
Well, and then the other thing is whether it's Texas A&M or Florida or Indiana or any other great program, it's good for your program early on in the season to have those kind of measuring sticks, isn't it?
No, it's great. It's fantastic. We want to race against the best in the country. I mean, whoever it is, whether it's Stanford or A&M or Florida. I mean, just to bring them in and to put our best kids against their best kids. That's the only way we're going to find out what we're made of and what we can do. So that's where we want to be.
You finished 7th nationally a year ago. Is it reasonable for this team to expect to be in the top 5 and competing for a national championship this coming year? No pressure, just ask.
They definitely have some big goals, and that you might be, under expecting out of them. But I mean, they end every practice with a pretty strong cheer, and I think that they're going to surprise some people this year.
Great to have you drop by. I appreciate it, Carol.
Thank you.
Carol
Appreciate
Capitani, Texas women's swimming and diving coach. Stay with us. Coach Strong comes up next. We'll start taking a look at the matchup with Kansas State, and we continue with Longhorn Weekly here on the Longhorn Network and the Longhorn IMG Radio Network.